snowing around us, which means it's time to refresh your reading list with titles that match the season's energy. Yes, from light-hearted romances, perfect for lazy afternoons, what are those, to laugh out loud funny fictions. Our curated selection of spring reads offers something for every single reader.
All right, and joining us this morning for this countdown is the founder of the Bookshelf Jamaica, Kamisha Anderson. Welcome to Sunrise.
Thank you for having me. This is my favorite place to be. Where we get to talk about books.
I know.
Well, this is my first time doing this segment, and I'm so excited.
You're gonna love it. Let me put on my cards. You guys take it away.
Let's go. So we are kicking off Sunrise Book Club with
All
What about this one?
The story follows two siblings following their mother's death, which isn't light and airy. But the trick is, the mother is from the Caribbean. It doesn't explicitly say where in the Caribbean, but as Jamaicans, we're just going to assume it's Jamaica.
Typically.
And it's only we make black cake.
Right, so we can
Christmas
assume.
cake, of course, that is it. Yeah,
We can assume it starts in Jamaica, but it follows two siblings after their mother's death, and she left them an audio recording and the recipe to black cake, and it reveals. I don't want to give away the book because we don't like that.
Right.
But it reveals so many hidden secrets, so many things they didn't know about their mom, so many things they didn't know about each other. It's just such a good read and such an easy read.
I was going to ask you that. Is it one of those where you need to focus, or is it like an easy breezy light read?
It's an easy breezy light read.
Like
Even though it follows, it's after their mother's death, it's still such an easy book to read. It's something you can knock out in a weekend.
And you always know a good book when it says original series coming soon.
Yeah.
you know it's one of those books where they're like, hey, we can follow this storyline, can make a series, it can be enjoyable and engaging for everybody. All right.
Next up we have
Where the Crawdads Sing. And you know, before we came on, we were talking about reading the book before watching the show, and this is another book that is made into a movie or a series. I haven't watched it. I'm a book girl.
either. I want to finish the book first. I started it, but I believe it's a film. I think. Don't quote.
Probably.
But what's your take on Crawdads?
I love it. So it follows two separate timelines. So one of her growing up in the marsh and the other following a murder mystery. So as we said in the intro, you know, there's something here for every type of reader for spring. So if you like a little murder mystery, it's in there. It's not heavy murder mystery that's following all doom and gloom, but it is still a mystery, and those two timelines converge.
Got it. Make it free easy, you know. So any book will have anything like that, I feel lock it up and put it right.
Well, this one would be good for you.
Okay, good.
Look, Tammy, here's your selection.
No, it's
Kamisha said this one is good for you.
the perfect day to boss up.
So this one is for those readers who, you know, they don't read just for fun. They need some sort of personal development.
That is me. Listen, I was going to ask you, where are the self-help books?
So we're still doing self-help for spring, but we're doing light self-help, funny self-help, Rick Ross self-help, the hustler self-help. And this is a very good one because we know Rick Ross as the hustler, the boss. And he's giving you the guide in this one. And it's such an easy read. Again, it's spring. We're trying to keep it light. We're trying to keep it fun, but still something to learn from.
All right.
Kamisha, okay, I have to tell you something.
Yes.
These were really good. So I was sharing with Tammy earlier before we came on that, so I just finished these. I enjoyed them so much. I shared them with my stepmom, and I'm like, you have to read these, both of them. You have to. And typically sequels are not as great as the original book, but let me tell you, this one did not disappoint. And
which one comes first? Sorry.
It ends with us.
Comes first, and then you go to It Starts With Us. And let me tell you something, Kamisha. Just on Saturday, my daughter can attest to this. We're in the house, and then my stepmom goes, so let's talk. And I look at her and I said, the book? And she goes, let's talk about Ryle Kincaid. And I said, girl, Ryle is a mess.
Hold on, stop. No, I haven't read it yet. And it's so funny because this book, I saw you reading it.
Yes.
And I was like, this book is following me around. And I'd never heard of it.
Right.
But I would see it from, place to place, post to post, whatever. And then I was like, I need to get it. So I'll take these things.
So the thing is, when I first read it, I only bought It Ends With Us. So I finished It Ends With Us, and I'm waiting because, it's coming from abroad, so it's taking a while.
Yeah.
The second book is taking a while to get here, and I was losing my mind. I was like, why didn't I just buy both of them at the same time?
We were in the same boat, girl. And every single day I woke up and I was like, I wonder what is happening.
Not in the boat.
And guess what, Tammy? Fun fact. One of the characters is Atlas.
Stop
Yes.
it, lad.
Yes.
No, I really have
He's
to read the book.
Atlas.
I was just looking at these girls and just thinking about my mom, who used to read all the time. And I used to watch her in bed reading and eating whatever she used to eat and tell us it was cockroaches that she was eating because she didn't want us to
share.
sit down. And I was just thinking, come a long way since Mills and Boone.
Well, this is grown folks' Mills and
That's what I really wanted to ask you. I'm like, it's just how books just evolved into those versions of, what our mothers read, or, it's so interesting.
You
So
you
I'm
can
looking to
definitely say so. And Colleen Hoover has
gonna
been
ask you,
doing
yes.
such a great
Good job.
job as giving us girls who grew up on Mills and Boons and who used to
A
sneak
little of
Mills
that,
and Boons.
yeah.
It's giving us our version. So
Yeah.
these are the books that we now can hide and read.
She's a good author.
And the children, we can tell them we're eating
No,
cockroaches.
this one. Yes, exactly. Well, look at the picture of Fabio. You remember Fabio with him long hair? Hello, please.
Stop.
This book now, I did the bad thing. I
broke the
started to
rule.
watch the series, which is very good. So I know the book is even better. But
It
tell
is
us about this book
great.
a little bit, please.
So Lessons in Chemistry
Great
is
cover.
set beautiful. Lessons in Chemistry set in the 1960s, and it follows Elizabeth, who is a scientist.
Yeah.
And if you can imagine being a scientist, a woman
yeah.
scientist
In the 60s.
in
Yeah.
the 60s, when
Even
you're
now, my
expected when you're expected to be just wives and moms and
Yeah.
homemakers.
Yeah.
But she says, I'm all of that and more.
That's
I'm
right.
a scientist. And it's about love, it's about loss, it's about fighting for her position as a scientist and being a woman scientist in the 1960s. It's such a good read.
It is.
Don't do what Tammy did. Read the book first.
I think we're going to have a Sunrise Netflix club. Awesome. No, these are all great reads, and definitely one that you can add to your list for where are you going to go next, you think?
I think I'm going to go with
you
Lessons in
would
Chemistry.
really love this.
So I'm wrapping up. I'm literally on the last. I've like 2 chapters left
Yeah.
in my current read. I'm reading Before We Let Go. Yeah.
And I'm going to give you
And,
Covenant of Water too.
well,
Yeah,
appreciate
'cause
you.
I tell you, it's
I love
just
girls.
become
I
a
think you
little-
should challenge yourself
Oh,
and finish
I think
it.
I have enough
700
challenges.
700 plus pages.
But yeah, you do it first, okay? And then let me know how
Tell you
how
what,
it goes.
Dan Brown makes 700 pages feel like 100. So good. I love a page
Spoken
turner.
like a real bookworm. I love you.
All right, that was Kamisha Anderson, founder of The Bookshelf Jamaica. On the other side of the break, TK is standing by with the news. Please stay with us here on Sunrise.